We live. I think we're live. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm good.
Hey, it's Marti Perramon.
Hey, what's up?
That's the camera right there.
Hey, what's up, camera? What's up, Twitch stream?
So, we just had our first song we did together come out last week.
Damn right.
She's Like Me.
Well, a day ago.
A day ago? When was it? What day was it today?
12 hours ago. 24 hours
It basically came out today. Came out yesterday. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a song that I'm really proud of. And it's like new era. It's like real pop, and it just feels it's sick to have it out there.
Well, we can get nerdy with them right now. And
Let's get nerdy.
Break some stuff down. People saying hello. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Yeah, I mean, I figure we can just maybe we just play the song through.
Yeah.
And then we'll dig in. Got some questions. I've done a couple of these now, so I kind of get the flow. But if people have questions as we go in the chat, say what's up, ask questions. We can clarify stuff. It's gonna be kind of a nerdy breakdown. We'll talk some shit, that sort of thing. But yeah, this is the mix session, which was sent off to Rory O'Flaherty, the great mastering engineer. So this is like the final mix and everything. So if people have questions about mix production, we'll talk about the writing process, all of that. Mm-hmm. But we'll go ahead and play. And as always in the chat, if I've screwed something up and you can't hear something, let me know. I'm gonna mute our mic and just run it.
She's like me in the best and worst ways. Her weekends kick off on Thursdays. Says she hates the parties, but she's always there. She's a contradiction, but she doesn't care. She's like me, she could catch a bullshit, could ruin your life, but she never do it. She might be 5 minutes late, but you can't say she didn't slay on her. And all the other girls, well, they never quite fit. And every joke I said was too inappropriate. But when I'm with her, well, she don't give a shit. And I think this might be it. She's like me, she's so fun, she's too weird for everyone. She's like me, she's so cute, she does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like me, She always has to get it off her chest. Shoves all of her messes underneath the bed. Always has a nugget when she's feeling stressed or anxious or happy and all of the rest. She's high fashion but she's casually nice. Caviar with some fries on the side. Yeah, she ain't perfect but it's perfectly fine. Cause guess what? Neither am I. All the other girls, well, they never quite fit. And every joke I said, well, they never really hit. And now that I'm with her, and she don't give a shit, well, I think this might be it. She's like me, she's so fun, she's too weird for everyone. She's like me, she's so cute, she does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like me, she's like me in the best and worst ways. In the best and worst ways. In the best and worst ways. She's like me in the best and worst ways.
Yeah. So let's see. We wrote this with the great Bill Maybury.
Yeah.
King, amazing writer, the sweetest Irishman. I couldn't even say that. The sweetest Irishman you'll ever meet, and there's some sweet Irishmen. And we wrote it with him. When did we do this? In like September?
Yeah, September.
September.
It was our first day together.
It was our first day in LA.
In LA.
Because we
writing
worked
day.
here.
Yeah, we
but
did.
yeah, at my house in LA. And yeah, I think I can't even remember. I actually have the day one as well, if people want to hear that, just sort of where things start and where they end up. Why do you feel like the Irish are mean? I don't know why you feel like the Irish are mean, Zachy, Wakey Bakey. The Irish are super nice. I mean, I guess there's probably assholes everywhere, but all the Irish people I know. It's a self-selecting sample. Yeah, so it was just kind of like high energy. It was just bass, I think. It's like bass and drums pretty much.
It was bass and it was the drum pattern.
Yeah.
But I think maybe it's important to say we started it on guitar and it was really slow. I have a voice memo from the day we started it where we start getting the melodies down, and it was like, firstly, it started as a completely different song.
It is also interesting when you know, when in the songwriting process for people that are interested in that side of it, like so many songs are like, here's an idea, you start something, and then the tempo changes, the key changes, you write other things. What's interesting is the day one demo is faster than the final version. So we started it slower.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'll just play it through the first chorus. This is just like super rough, no like one vocal.
Yeah.
So people can just.
I don't even...
Yeah, that's right. That's what you signed up for. We'll just play it up through the first chorus. How different is the demo compared to now? Well, you just heard the finished version, and so we'll listen to the demo here, which is, it's not really a demo because it's all of us making it, but just like the first day we wrote it, cut a quick vocal.
Yeah.
And I just like mixed it quick just so we have a ref to listen to.
And it was a bad vocal too.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bass.
She's like me in the best and worst ways. Her weekends kick off on Thursdays. Says she hates the parties, but she's always there. She's a contradiction, but she doesn't care. She's like me, she could catch a bullshit. Could ruin your life, but she never do it.
Fast.
She might be 5 minutes late, but you can't say she didn't say, no. Well, all the other girls, well, they never quite fit. And every joke I said was too inappropriate. But when I'm with her,
Those synths
she
were really
don't give
fucking
a
good.
shit.
Yeah.
I think this might be it.
Oh.
She's like me. She's so fun. She's too weird for everyone.
Right at the end of your range.
She's like me. Well, she's so cute. She does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like me.
And we knew there'd be a post here. Well, I appreciate you letting us play
that's cool. That's
super rough vocal. But that's part, that's like the behind the scenes shit. It's like, cool, we have a certain amount of time. Let's get a super quick vocal. Let's get it in.
Yeah.
And it's a total, like, you get the personality of the song and all that. And then it was figuring out how to, like, just finesse it the right way. So we slowed it down a little bit because the verse is really fast and kind of rappy.
Yeah.
And so I think we cut vocals probably the week after or something, or later in that
But
week.
we still did that on, I think it was at, what's it at now? Because it was at 205 or 201.
Yeah, I have it at half, so 96. So that's one. Somebody do math. 192.
Yeah.
This is 192.
Yeah. So it was maybe 196 when we.
Yeah. So slowing it down a little bit to just get the rappiness of it in. Okay, so maybe let's just dig into it. The song is built around a drum loop that is, I think, probably a splice thing. Yeah, so this is collecting, one of the things I like to do when I have days off, which is almost never, but as a producer, it's really good to start like grab chains that you like. I mean, you're doing this now too, and you're producing where if you get a sound you really like or a guitar chain or something like that, like save it and put it in a folder. Same thing with samples where it's like there's a collection of really great like dry live samples that are just super fast for writing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go back and replace them, but like this is one of those. There's a I don't know, it's marked as CO_CD, but there's a bunch of those. Like you search on there's a whole mess of these that are like very just live sounding, some fills, some single shots. So that's what was the core of this, was one of those loops. And you can just see here the main loop. They're really nice.
Yeah,
really
the
nice sound.
So good.
And you can see there's supplemental drums. There's some kick and there's some one shots and some stuff I didn't use here. But all of this is just supporting it. So this is the main. You can see there's all of these extra drums on here. So I'm gonna unmute them. Right. So all of the bulk of that kick drum plus an extra, like, I think it's even panned to the left, this snare drum here to go along.
Ooh.
You know, it's one of those things.
Okay.
Did you guys know you wanted it to be like boppy? Yeah, that's when it was written. Like, it was written, so much of the energy of a song is determined as you're doing it. I'm a big believer in, like, and you're amazing at this. The first day came in, you just came in like, we're gonna make stuff, we're gonna go. It's not, I mean, sometimes you sit around and talk about your feelings, sometimes you get to know each other. Your energy the first day when we worked here was like, let's get in and go. Let's fucking go. For sure. That song will come out at some point.
That one will come out.
I won't say the title of it because I don't know if you want to, like.
No, it's called Right Time.
It's called Right Time.
It's
the first song we did. Not that one will come out sometime in the next few months. But yeah, a lot of the energy of the songs, if they end up being great, like, I find that the songs that get labored over are rarely great. Like,
this is true. I get the same feeling all the time. However, there is I just feel like you get a different kind of song. I think you can have great songs that are labored over, but they're for a different type of appreciation. I think it's, and just often,
I was gonna say, oftentimes with the songs that are labored over, the core of the song is probably gotten pretty fast, but maybe you spend lots of time, like, writing the second verse or refining the lyrics or singing it over and over and over and playing with instruments and key. But, like, the emotional, the emotional core of it is done pretty quick. So that's what it was with this one. Like, once we got the bass and the drum loop, it was like, let's go. And you and me and Bill together, fast writers. So that's the core of the drum kit. One of the questions I got asked over on the Instagram was about the tightness of the drums and bass. And I think a lot of that is in the playing of the bass. So maybe I'll just play the bass soloed, which is just a P bass. I mean, let's see what kind of, there's a bunch of shenanigans on it. We can go through that. But P bass.
Dude, this is the best bass line.
I love it. As I learned from my punk rock days, or learned after my punk rock days, in the punk rock days, it's like the bass player, you're just ripping, you're playing the shit out of it. But it turns out to play bass well is all about, like, finesse and volume. And so I've spent a lot of time the last few years trying to learn how to play evenly. And you can even just see, like, it's pretty well finessed. The notes are pretty even, like ba-bum, ba-bum. You can even see on the waveform. Oh, what did I just do? You can even see on the waveform that I just deleted it. That even, like, the pickups, that's like a ba-ba, even the pickups are just, like, a little bit softer. And that's what adds really the bounce to it. So you have, like, all those, like, upbeats and all of those, like, the rhythmic pattern is based on velocity more than it is anything else.
Was this a picked bass line, or was it?
It sounds picked.
Bass. Is that in the?
Yeah, it's picked. Is that what?
Because I think that does a lot for the tightness.
Yes.
In the drums, because it has the higher frequency from the pick.
Yeah, and the challenge too with picked bass, the song will sound very different if the pick, like, when you're picking, it's not just a. Let's see if we can see it on here. It's not just a. I think it's probably fairly muted. Like, it's not like a hit and a note at the same time. Oftentimes the pick sound comes before the downbeat, or before the beat. Like, you can see this is like dung. So it's like you get a part of the pick before the note itself. So where that sits against the drums really determines how it feels. If it's a little ahead, it sounds sort of like jumpy and in front of the beat. If you lay it back a lot, it sounds really lazy. And I guess this is kind of bang on, maybe a little bit late. You can see most of the notes are a little bit behind. And some of this is going to be edited too. We can see how much. Yeah, I did a lot of editing. So a lot of nudging and time stretching to get it to sit exactly in the right pocket. And that really determines what the feel is. So let's look at the chain real quick because people are usually curious about that. So I actually put auto-tune on it, which defaulted to soprano. Should not be there. I'm not sure why I did this. It's possible that the pre-chorus was out of tune or something and I wanted to tighten it up. I think it's just a little flat. You can see it pulling the notes up. Auto-tune actually works really nicely on a clean bass. And then so I've got the Corey Wong J-Bass preset. I might have tweaked a little bit. I'm not sure. Just some CLA, LA2A. Using some track spacer to get out of the way of the kick drum. You can see visually what it's doing. And when you're listening to the bass here, you can hear the kind of like ducking a little bit. I'll take it off and see if you can hear the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically the low end ducks whenever the kick drum hits, so the kick just pops out over it more. So that's part of the tightness too, is you don't get the kind of woofy buildup of the kick drum and the bass. Sometimes you want that, but in this case, the kind of for the tightness of it, it just seemed to work. Spectre's just got some more high end on it. And then probably some more Spectre high end. Yeah, mid range. I kept adding high end, adding high end, adding high end.
Because it sounds, maybe that's actually, I don't remember you playing it with a pick. Although it does sound.
I don't think I played it that well with my fingers. Like,
okay, fine.
But it's possible. It's certainly possible.
What I'm saying is it's the high end that makes it sound like a picked bass line.
Yeah, and I think it's. I mean, let's take off.
I just don't.
Let's take off everything. Let's take off all the plugins. Just group them real quick. So let's listen to totally dry, and this is just DI P bass. Definitely picked.
Definitely picked.
But it sounds. I mean, look.
Yeah.
It sounds good as it is.
It just gives it more like.
Yeah, so you can see I had a chain here. Somebody's talking about Ableton tracking, and Ableton's always very smooth. Yeah, it's really easy to edit. The only problem with Ableton for me, as I've said before, is tracking vocals in it is just really challenging because you can't do the kind of micro edits that are so useful that you can do in Pro Tools. And I think you can do a bit of it in Logic, but Pro Tools is really the ultimate. But yeah, bass and guitar, I've gotten really comfortable with it. It was uncomfortable for me at first coming from Pro Tools to track a lot of instruments into Ableton, just like the nudging abilities aren't the same. But once I got used to the different warp modes and just learning the limits of what I can do editing wise and time stretching wise, it's gotten pretty comfortable. So one thing last thing I'll say about the bass here is this, I have this vintage verb instance, which is a very short slap. It's an ambience that is one of the ambience, but I saved it with some settings of mine, I guess. And then some Pro Q3 taken off low end. So that's where you get that like picked, the feeling of the picked ambience. So you listen to it without it. It'll be very obvious. It just feels like it's in a room.
Yeah, it does. It gives it the punk to it a little bit. It's like the backyard recording energy of it.
Yeah, and it kind of wanted to fit. I don't know if the drums really have space on them, but
yeah, they do.
Yeah, and those are very deliberate too. Like you hear this weird kick drum thing. Look, and even the samples, some of them are the volume is different on different ones here, so you can see like the pickups have their own energy to them. So try to just make it flow like that. But yeah, there's some cool space on the drums. So anyway, okay. So there's drums and bass.
bullshit could ruin your life, but she never do it. She might be 5 minutes late, but you can't say she didn't slay on.
Okay, so we have the raw track, which you see for the mix nerds, there's just a whole mess of stuff on here. So we've got a very little devil lock, very low percentage here. What is it? Is it option? Yeah, it's like 8.5%, sort of to bring up let mostly the raw signal go through, but bring up some of that, bring up the noise floor basically. RVox just to get some level.
She's like me in the best and worst ways. Her weekends kick off on Thursdays. Says she hates.
There's a little bit of like bite in your voice in that 2K range. It's almost like it's like Rihanna or something. That voice where you have that like.
Like me.
She's like me. Which allows your voice to pop out in all ranges that you sing in.
Yeah.
And pop out through dense music. But I was taming it just a little bit here.
She's like me in the best and worst ways. Her weekends kick off on Thursdays. Says she hates the parties, but she's always.
As always, I love this Puig Tech. Just the 16K boosting this guy up is really nice. Kind of usual stuff. Some de-esser. 1176 here. A little more boost inspector. I'm not when I'm doing this stuff too. I'm not like sitting down to mix. I kind of just continually am mixing as I go. So a lot of these things will be like iterated on. We're like, do a thing. Oh, it needs a little boost. Okay, put a little boost. Oh, it needs a little thing. Oh, it needs a little more boost. I just keep adding plugins. So it's not the most organized thing, but that's not really an issue for me. And then I have a separate track. I've started doing this more in Ableton, which is making sure that I have control over the reverb that's on here. So this is just full reverb track, which I think is just a Valhalla. I can unmute this.
She hates the parties, but she's always there. She's a contradiction, but she doesn't care. She's like me, she could catch your bullshit.
What are they saying on there?
You got a little check DMs ASAP.
Okay.
Should I answer some of these? What would you argue that is the most important part of any track?
Oh, here's the message. It's Twitch is iffy about vaping. So.
Oops. Okay.
All right. No more of that.
I'll quit the vaping.
It's of age. It's of age.
Which I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. Give me the. Yeah, RVox is great. Okay, so back to the back to the music. That's awesome. learning about Twitch, learning about all this stuff. Hopefully Twitch is okay. Hi Twitch, we love you. We're just getting to know you. You really push for this short verb sound.
Yeah, I love recording with it.
Yeah, you like it in tracking.
Yeah, in tracking. But then I think it's become kind of this. I mean, across the music, I think I really like the short reverb thing.
It's something that I first started hearing most recently with there's such a history of it from like Prince. Kiss.
Yeah.
Prince Kiss, where it's just all that it's like the Phil Collins gated thing, but like way tighter. These short gated reverbs, and it's something you liked. Tell me about tracking vocals. You've done it for a number, you've been doing this thing for a number of years now. You go in with different people. As an artist, what do you like? How do you communicate it? Is there like a wide spectrum of people's vocal chains, and you're Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to really work on this one.
Yeah.
What's the?
I think I begun tracking vocals. There's a lot of ways to track vocals, a lot of different ways that different producers do it. You are my favorite person to track vocals with by far.
Why is that?
Because.
Not because I want you to tell me how great I am, but so people can take from it.
There's a few things to it. I think it's really good when we track vocals to get live feedback and live, like you like to tell me which slight notes on performance or what to think of or how to push for the exact feeling that we want to give in each specific sentence in each word. But also I think it goes simpler than that, and it's the fact that I just really like the way my voice sounds through that plugin with no auto-tune. I just don't really love recording with auto-tune. or with a bunch of shit. I just want to be able to hear myself clearly, enough compression, and just like keep it as raw as possible, I think.
Yeah. I'd say one thing with recording, there's some artists who like things very dry, some things reverb, delay, whatever. If you can give an artist at least a little bit of reverb, you get pitch feedback. Like, you know, hearing yourself in a room. That's why people sing in stairwells and stuff. You get it. You hear your voice coming back to you, not just in real time, but that tends to help people's pitch quite a bit.
But I think it's more, the main thing about tracking vocals that I've really enjoyed in our process is the fact that we'll sit there, we'll get into a headspace to track vocals. It's like, it's a separate thing, it's a separate part of the day, as opposed to it being like, let's make a song, let's track the vocals, let's do this, and it just being like a throwaway thing.
It's like, now we're getting in the game.
It's like, now we're doing vocals, so it's like warm up, do vocals for a good amount of time. If we're not getting it, it's let's go away, let's take a break, and then let's come back to it.
Luxury of time, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I utilize it for sure.
Yeah, but also, I mean, like, a vocal is probably one of the most important things in pop music, so it has to feel fucking...
After the song itself, it's like vocal performance.
100%. Well, and that's something that working with you, I've really learned.
Your voice, I mean, you've focused so much on your voice since I started working with you, and you always had a great voice and an interesting voice, but as you say, like, you're doing the warm-ups, and now you got a great vocal coach, and it's like teaching you how to, like, oh, I can hit that note by adjusting the vowel or adjusting...
Yeah, but also finding the personality in my voice that I like to sing songs in. Because I think, again, that's, like, more important, I think, than having a good voice is having a recognizable one.
100%.
And I saw The Cure the other day, and I saw the guy singing, and I was like, your voice sucks. But it's, like, so perfect. It's like he's got such a fucked up tone.
It's monster personality.
But it's fucking sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's that's absolutely right. You know, the vocals are such an interesting thing. You know, we've I think somebody put it on there, but we've got the, you know, on the Discord, there's a bunch of incredibly talented, successful producers, people who currently have hits on the charts and as producers, as mix engineers, whatever. But one of our favorite folks there, Matt Beckley, who is a vocal producer, has done big hits with Camila Cabello and a bunch of other people who worked under Dr. Luke for a long time. Like, the amount of wisdom you learn through doing tons and tons of vocals and just like rinsing it over and over, you learn all these subtle things. And what's always challenging as a writer producer when you're working with new people is you never know how far you can push them, how much vocal stamina they have, how much to let them go. Can they sing the song all the way through? Do they have their own vocal identity?
That's like, another one. Singing the song the whole way through.
What do you think that
is something that we've done that I
love doing
never
that.
done that before.
I mean, you know, I love doing that because we've done a bunch now.
But...
So there's a lot of reasons I love doing it, but one of the main reasons I love doing it is that it, especially for younger artists, it teaches them to understand the arc of the song, especially if we've just written it. How is it supposed to be sung? Do you bring it back in this section? Do you have enough breath for this? Where do you take your breaths? Like, all these sorts of things. And there's a bunch of ways to do that. An artist who I did some records with, a UK artist, Katie Baser, and there's a few others like her that are singing it out loud as they're writing it. So that gets through the how am I supposed to sing it thing. You get the repetitions of it. Yeah. It's sort of like Lil Wayne or Jay-Z, like they're rapping it, they're thinking that's or doing it on the mic, like a lot of R&B people are just doing it on the mic. So you're sort of you're writing as you go and you're singing it at 100%. Like there's no like half like, how does this go? No, look, we're singing it the octave up, we're singing it full, and we're making sure it feels good. Yeah. Anyway, all kinds of interesting ways to do it.
Wait, there's a question that did the lyrics change at all to fit the production? No. They didn't. However, I don't think
we changed much.
No. Lyrics were the same as in the songwriting, but I also think, just on that question, that production should always fit around the song.
Yeah.
And it's song first, and then production comes as a secondary element to
and if you're writing with, I mean, once we got the track down, everything was being written listening to a loop over and over, or some version of it, that tempo. And so it caused you, as we were writing, and that's probably why we slowed it down a little bit too, is like the speed at which you're delivering the lyrics. You have to make a different decision of lyrically if you're saying words fast.
Yes.
Because you have to get it. You have to be able to get it out really quickly. Yeah. And if you have even if the syllables are right, if you have cumbersome words, you can get and that just things don't sound quite right. I always somebody said this to me years ago, so I always say it. It's like you need to make sure the right syllable is on the right emphasis.
Yeah.
Because then shit starts getting fucked up, and the faster you go, the harder it is to understand the lyrics, and then all of a sudden people are like, what'd they say? They're not feeling the song.
That is my pet peeve, by the way.
What is?
The syllable.
On the wrong emphasis?
A syllable on the wrong emphasis. I'm like, just turn, like, I'm
you
like, turn
you
off
viscerally
the
got
action,
upset
like,
when I did that too.
Bro, it's I think it's despising.
But it's a real thing. Look, and it's like the hardest thing in songwriting is saying something really simple because it has to be great. Mm-hmm. And if you do something that's like pretty good and it's simple, it's not that great. You can say all the things you want to say and mash a million words in, but then you just have like a rapid fire essay, and that's not really a song. Yeah. So if you say something simply, it's fucking hard to do. I'm still trying every day. I admire producers so much because DAWs scare me just looking at it. All you got to do, honestly, just force yourself to sit through the learning curve. Pull out your laptop, pull up Logic, and just try to make something. Don't watch YouTube videos until you're like, I can't figure out how to press record. But don't watch tutorials. Just go in, try to put a drum beat up, try to put some chords in, try to sing a vocal in, and force yourself to do it. And within a couple of days, you'll be a producer. And then just do it for the next 30 years of your life. But actually just doing it, it's scary until you start doing it. Okay, sorry, we're back to this song. Okay, in the verse, there's just some kind of the usual, just some ad libs, doubling. Let's see, what are they here? What's going on here? Let me just solo the vocals.
She's like me in the best and worst ways. Her weekends kick off on Thursdays. Says she, but she's always there.
Yeah, just kind of filtered.
But she doesn't care.
Oh, there's a couple.
She could get your
oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of ad libs.
But she never do it. You can't say she didn't say.
Man, did we do a lot of gang vocals on this?
Oh man, it's my favorite part.
Let's do this.
You can't say she didn't slay.
I think I love doing this with background vocals and gang vocals. The like different characters. You posted the video on Instagram. Yeah. We're like, she's like me. But like that adds a density to the song, especially because again, your voice has such a strong presence in the upper mids. Even you going, she's like, and me doing it with you adds like this sort of density to the vocals. Yeah. That just makes it sound nice and big. Okay, so that's the verse. The reason I have shit here, or shit as a marker, is because I had to mark it for the clean versions. So there's a lot of shits everywhere.
The first clean version, you sent me like one clean version back. I was like, he's like, here's the clean version, and I think that was still like 5 swear words in the whole thing.
You did curse more in this song than I had anticipated. Yeah. So yeah, very clean in this verse. Then we get into the pre-chorus, and it opens up, and even on the demo you heard the little keyboard part. Oh, there's a nice little harpsichord, which is just like a contact.
Interesting part.
Little convolution reverb, some RE20, some transient shaper to give it a little more bite. Transient master. Nothing particularly crazy with it.
And it's played super off time.
You mean I just played it
but it's like badly played.
Yeah, I let it go real behind.
Yeah. Sometimes
playing things deliberately bad or deliberately fun and just leaving them makes them pop out more because they're slightly out of time.
Yeah.
I know a couple times you're like, hey, that sounds not right, or hey, can you turn that down? And then I think I just willed you into getting used to it eventually.
Yes, this is true.
But it works great.
That's the energy, yeah.
I actually listened to it when it came out on Spotify. I was like, I think I could probably turn it up another TV.
Well, the harpsichord.
Yeah, I mean, I can't now. We could go Kanye style and just
re-release. Harpsichord.
There's also the other thing in this song, which is a subtle thing, but it may be interesting to producer folks. I did add a little bit. I just felt like your voice plus the bass and drums were enough, but I just wanted to hear a little more harmonic information. So I just added this little organ part, which is subtle. This is the verse. You can hear how low it is. But it's in there.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was in there.
Yeah, very subtle. But it really helps coming out of the intro. I didn't even talk about the intro, but
doesn't care.
So everything opens up here. Yeah, so this was all pretty well written, and it was just like, all right, what can we do to add to this? I think the dee-dee-doo-doo was like a Prophet 6, like just analog keyboard. Let's see, where is it? Doo-doo-doo-doo. All these, there's a couple different ones. Okay, yeah. So these sounds. Yeah, and just like a whole bunch of delay and verb, a delay into a verb in the chain there as well. You can hear it without it. Nope, it's still in there. Maybe it's on the patch. Maybe I consolidated it. But anyway, there's even more. Let's see. Oh yeah, so bass straightens out, things get a little open, and then we did these oohs, which are consolidated here. Beautiful. So fun.
Yeah, that harm is great. We were working on that for a while.
We spent some time.
You were hitting it.
Yeah, I think that's mostly your voice, right? Is that all you?
That's all my voice.
That's all your voice. Yeah, because you have the ability to, which I can't. I'm working on as a singer. But when you go like you can push at the end of your breath, you can push and get that little vibrato.
Yeah.
Which is like. That's so nice.
Oh no, that's
what?
it's less the vibrato. It's more the opening up the vowel from an O to an R.
Yeah.
Which kind of sounds like a reverse key.
Yeah.
So it has like it opens up.
Okay, so there's that. The keys. I think that's kind of. Did I not end up putting the little? I think I got rid of the thing from the demo, which was just like the straight keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Never joke I said.
Oh, everything's good. Everything's going.
But when I'm with her, she don't give a shit.
Yeah, so that's like my stock analog pad that I have in just in my like writing template, and so replacing some of that stuff. So yeah, so these harmonies, we could just hear just the vocals because the vocals are really beautiful. So we got the group here, and I guess this is outside of the group. So just straight up into the pre here.
She might be 5 minutes late.
Oh, we're missing something. Yeah, there we go.
She might be 5 minutes late, but you can't say she didn't slay on her. And all the other girls, well, they never quite fit. And every joke I said was too inappropriate.
Some cool ad-libs.
But when I'm with her, well, she don't give a shit. And I think this might be it. 1, 2, 3, she's like me. She's so fun. She's too weird for everyone. She's like me. She's so cute. She does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like me.
What's funny is I think we originally. Let me see. I have a guitar here. Is this in tune? Originally we had. She's too weird for everyone. But then it was. She's so
Yeah.
she does all the stupid shit. So it's like So it's like a, I can't really play it on guitar, but if you have that like, so you let the bass do that flat 7. And so with the harmonies, there's so many like, oh shit, we moved this by a half step. Where does this one fit? And the chorus is really kind of confusing. So maybe we'll just play some of the lead, like the lead vocal, kind of the same chain. Maybe the lead has a little more, has some of these send returns, which is just like a reverb and a delay.
Me, she's so fun. She's too weird for everyone. She's like me. She's so cute. She does all the stupid shit I like to do.
It's a wild. I like to do. And it's such a wild harmony because you have to do that flat 7 in the middle of it.
Me, she's so fun. She's too weird for everyone.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how.
Everyone, she's like me.
It's so chromatic.
Bro, that took me like a day.
Somebody who knows more about music theory can tell me what we're doing here. But adding these ones in the middle too, just to flesh them out.
She's
These are all doubles here, I think.
She's too weird for everyone. She's
So
like
good.
me. She's so cute. She does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like.
Yeah. And then just a whole mess of gang vocals.
She's so fun. She's too weird for everyone.
So there's just a bunch of your doubles, and then all of our crazy gangs.
She's like me. She's so fun. She's too weird for everyone.
And you can hear they're all kind of different characters.
She's like me.
She's like.
She's like.
Oh, so those ones.
She's like me. She's so fun.
All different personalities.
She's like me. She's so fun.
That's my favorite.
She's like me. She's so fun.
And with yours.
She's too weird for everyone. She's like me. She's so cute. She does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like me.
Oh, that's tough.
There's still here is just, I left these on too, just like this nonsense in the post.
Yeah.
Because the whole point, I mean, somebody's asking in there like the simple but full. It's like not putting too many individual things, but making the individual things huge. So the main vocal line in the chorus has stack after stack after stack, but it's not just exact double of you. It's like just enriching the part. Like we're saying, like your voice is in a certain range and it pops through. And then what do we do to not distract from it, but just enhance the main part?
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same with all of it, where the bass, okay, there's a little slap reverb on the bass, so it takes up a little more space, so it's not just low end. There's lots of extra high end, and it's played really precisely. So it functions as like a percussion part, almost like a melodic hook. It fills up the low end. So the idea is to, I mean, again, trying to make things as simple as possible and failing over and over because it's really hard to make things simple, but trying to keep it simple so that the song comes through.
Comes through completely.
Did you guys track vocals in Pro Tools and then export, or tracked there in Ableton? I think we tracked in Pro Tools. We tracked the lead vocal in Pro Tools and then probably
Did gangs on here.
Did gangs, and I think we even did some harmonies and stuff in here. It's kind of a hybrid approach. When I knew, because again we were writing the song, and I think at that time, still figuring out like what you can do with your voice, what's comfortable, what you want the songs to sound like. I mean, maybe that'll be a sort of forever journey. We're all trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out how to be a producer and a songwriter, all that. But so I wanted just maximal flexibility in order to, if we needed to edit vocals and nudge things. And we did a couple of rounds of things. And so I did them in Pro Tools and then brought them into Ableton. But a lot of the stuff here was tracked in Ableton. You sort of see things are chopped around. Let's look at the instrumentation of the chorus. Well, maybe we'll just go instrumental from the I'll leave the ooze.
Oh, this is where my favorite part in the whole song is.
Yeah, what's your? Oh,
and it's the guitar part.
Oh, which one?
The
acoustic or the?
No, the electric.
Electric.
One note electric.
Okay.
Love all those delay effects.
So the chorus is very full, but I don't think there's no doubled instruments. There's one acoustic guitar, one electric guitar. The bass, I think, interesting to show. So bass guitar track, you can see there's two bass guitars here. Let me see it a little better. So the bass, I split it into two tracks. So the bass guitar in the chorus has a bunch of gain in it, but it also has, I know I got a high pass here. Did I have high pass? Oh, maybe I didn't high pass it. I could have sworn I high passed it. I guess I didn't high pass it. I thought about high passing it. But I added...
Looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like there was an attempt. It's high enough. So there's a low synth that adds all that low-end energy an octave below. I don't know what this bass synth is. It might be my. I have some preset that's. Let me see. It's in one of my templates. Let's see. No, I don't know where it is. It's one of my old templates. Has it's some synth bass with a little bit of wobble on it, a little bit of like Uber mod or something. And I just use it for exactly this purpose, just getting like a sub bass. Again, talking about saving your presets. I at some point made a slightly modified sub bass sound, and it has a little movement to it. You can even see in the waveform, it kind of wobbles around. It's just a really nice thing to have if you don't just want like a sine wave, just go. This kind of goes. It's got a little side chain there. Put those two together. The drums are basically the same. Okay, there's a couple of drum samples that you told me to take out because they sounded too pop and annoying, which is great. Great note. So the drums are basically the same as the verse. It's a crash. But we've got these few other instruments. So we've got this percussion loop, which was in the original. I don't know how loud this is. Oh, it's in there.
Oh, wait, that's in there?
That's from the...
That's in there?
Yeah. And what you get out of it is, again, it's like you're saying with the guitar part, as you'll hear, there's a full acoustic guitar part, but the electric is a single note. This thing is a single note. The bass guitar is a single note. The sub bass follows it. So you're not getting the density of like 4 instruments playing chords. You're getting a note at the bottom, basically an octave above that with some personality in the live bass. You get a pretty nice acoustic guitar, but it really functions as a percussion instrument more than anything else. And then you get a single guitar and then this high, it's called perk loop on here, but it clearly has a note in it. So let's just listen to all of these together. So you have the electrics and the bass. Look at my terrible organization here. Okay, so the guitar keeps going up too. Yeah, just a solid guitar with a little. You can see the DI is smashed. There's not even anything on Guitar Rig. The DI is absolutely smashed. So I think this is probably through one of the UTA pre's, and it's a direct sound that is just crushed. And then got the great Audio Hertz, this McPre plugin. Add some juice to it. Some fuzziness. No idea why I boosted these things in Spectre, but it sounds cool. So yeah, so single note, and then you did your sick flamenco bapa da bapa.
Yeah.
Little shout out to Barcelona.
See?
It's perfect because it goes with the drum fill too. Yeah, and then there's one little high cymbal that's like a really high end. It's like all boosted high end. The original sample. I can't tell you why I have two utility plugins on here. I think I was probably playing with it being mono or playing with some different things and just left them on. So again, listening. I guess there's. I take that all back. There is a keys part. What is the keys part? All right. So all that shit I talked about not having another instrument.
Wait, is that in the? But it's a different. You replayed it. Oh.
And my instinct to go like 2010s pop style and just like add a tambourine in the post and add a. You're like, please take that shit out. I hate.
Wait, let me hear it with it.
Let's see. I don't know what volume it's at, but.
It's in there. What
do you have against tambourines?
No, I fucking love tambourines.
I just took that shit out.
We add tambourines all the time.
That's true. We do.
It's like the number one.
It's like
most used, and then we decide to take them away.
We take them out, which is good. I like again.
Yeah, but they serve a purpose.
Put all the things in, and then start taking stuff out until it sounds wrong, and see if you can get to just the most minimal. All right, and then the on the production side, the sickest part of the song to me, which is Moog Voyager. And trying to like. To me, and I don't know if this is a reference, we talked about this, but to me, when I was hearing it, I was like, I want that annoying. I've heard Tyler, the Creator, talk about it on the Yonkers beat, like the he has the video, the black and white video where he hangs himself, eats a cockroach and hangs himself. Yeah. It's like the thing that blew him up, which he produced, and he said he was that beat he made. He was trying to basically make fun of like New York boom bap beats.
Yeah.
And then it turns out it's a disgustingly good beat. But that synth, that's basically like that on methamphetamine was what I was thinking for this. I think we achieved it.
We did. I did a song before called Peace Sign, and I remember coming into the studio for She's Like Me, and I was like, shit, I think I found what I want. I think I found like the truth, which is just like, I wanted to make a song. I remember speaking about this, especially when in referral to this synth line. It was like, I want to make a synth that just sounds like disgusting, that laughs at cheesy pop music and laughs at the 2010s shit.
Yep.
But is also like plays into it.
Yep.
So we ended up with this kind of like funfair synth.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, it's so sick to me too. I think it's like, also the melody line on it is so like, la 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 la. It sounds like Crocodile Rock.
Yeah, it's got a little portamento on it, and you can see it's totally unedited. You know, I think you did some, I did some. Was Oscar there? Did Oscar do some? I feel like we all just like mashed the keyboard until we got something cool. But yeah, this is just hear the raw sound.
So sick.
You can even hear it's got this weird modulation thing happening where it gets more and less high end, and then I think just added like a little short room, kind of similar short room to the vocal. It suits the song so well. Yeah, thank you. We think so too. Hearing it in context. Where's the sick? Oh, I love these harmonies too. This was like, I remember hearing this and just being like, it's like girl group shit. Like this, yeah, which we have at the end. I'll turn the vocals back on here so we can just hear the end of it.
She always has to get it off her chest.
Yeah, this one. And there was another voice on it, like another note. But I think it was just too aggressive. I don't know why I didn't use that one. But it's such a cool little transitional. It's almost like a fill.
Yeah, it is.
She always has to get it off her chest. Shoves all of her messes on.
All right, you want to talk about your laser beams?
Yeah.
Because you added lots of laser beams and things.
Okay.
And I was just actually, I was thinking about the next song that's coming out, which just got mastered and approved. Mm-hmm. You added a bunch of like.
Yeah.
What is because this is why I love working with people who are not my age, which is your references are different than mine. I hear the laser beams, I'm like, boy, that ship has sailed. But then I realize it's like 10 years ago, and you're like, that shit's the sickest.
Yeah. I don't know.
Where's that come from?
What, laser beams?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're like, your love for those like cheesy sounds, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's cheesy sounds. I think actually, when I was in school, I remember we had like this project, and it was the first time we were producing, and I remember I just chucked every fucking sound effect at it. So I was just like, it was like risers and like laser gun sounds and shit like that. And I was like, I just think it adds so much character to a song. And it's we're currently living at a point where music, there's so much of it, and there's so much like clean shit that I love clean music and clean shit, but it's like I want to add this sort of character or this kind of sarcasm over the music too. And a laser beam, firstly, doesn't only just sound sick to me, but it gives me like, it's like, like this guy doesn't give a fuck. Because it's kind of that. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Put a laser beam in there.
It's like, they're like 1950s, like television, like sci-fi laser beams.
Yeah. So and the laser beams especially feel sick to me because, because it's such a silly sound. And two, because it feels like it's played by a kid or like carelessly. It
feels very, very childlike, yeah. So these are the laser beams that you put in. You gave a bunch of them, so there's this one. This adds such an energy coming out of it.
She always has to get it off her chest. Shoves all of her messes underneath the bed. Always has nugget when she's feeling stressed. Or anxious, so happy, and all of the rest. She's high fashion, but she's casually nice. Caviar with some fries on the side. Yeah, she ain't perfect, but it's perfectly fine. Cause guess what? Neither am I.
So one other thing about the vocals that people who are looking at the screen can look down here. This group here, I should probably just call ad-libs. You can see they're all named ad-lib. Oftentimes, what I've learned to do with you is once we get it done, and you love this too, it's just like, let's just run as many ad-lib tracks as you want to do. Yeah. And just like get out personality, get out fun. Yeah. We have the vocal recorded, just go crazy on it. And then I just end up chopping different ones, and you get all these, you know.
I've heard chest underneath the bed. So happy, and all of the rest.
Which then becomes such crucial parts of the song.
Huge.
Oh wait, no, put that in. The is perfect because it comes in after.
Caviar with some fries on the side. Yeah, she ain't perfect, but it's perfectly fine. Cause guess what? Neither am I.
And actually, one of the ad-libs ended up becoming part of the transition into the pre. You can hear that. Yeah. So I added a bunch of reverb to it.
Guess what? Neither am I.
That kind of makes the transition into the pre.
Yeah, it does.
Guess what? Neither am I. All the other girls, well, they never quite fit. And every joke I say.
Those insane vocals.
Fit. And every joke I say, well, they never really hit. And now that I'm with her, and she don't give a shit, well, I think this might be it. She's like me, she's so fun, she's too weird for everyone. She's like me, so cute. She does all the stupid shit I like to do. She's like me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else, anything else people want to see on this. I mean, that's kind of the song. There were a couple of questions that I wanted to make sure I answered. Anything else you want to show in the process of it all?
Nah, I think that to me the funnest shit is the ad-libs and yeah.
Yeah, the ad-libs are great. Somebody's asking about organizing sounds and plugins for quick reach. I don't do a lot of the color stuff. I mean, part of it is that I just haven't sat down and tried to organize, and part of it is I go through. I mean, I think everybody should organize more, including me. I mean, we talked about it a couple times now. Like, if you get a good sound, you get a good chain, save it. So I have a bunch of chains that are like, I don't know, guitar, DI verbs, distorted things. Like, there's a bunch of master plug-in chains, but I don't have a lot in the color guides. I have like a few samples and things and some kicks, and one of these has all of the Arturia stuff. There's some favorites. So mostly what that is so when I search for something, I know I'm picking the right one. Picking either like the VST3 version or the newest version or whatever it is. But I could definitely be better organized. I was going to say, part of the reason I don't do it more is that every like month I'm on to kind of a new batch of things. Mm-hmm. And I think also as I get later in my career, I want to make sure that I am not doing the same things and not reaching for the comfortable. It's also one of the reasons I love coming to London and working in different studios. I don't have all my toys in front of me, so I'm forced to make new decisions. I think one of the things that's challenging, it's a different kind of challenge, but for producers and writers, and especially producers later in their career, sounds get dated very quickly. So if you start to lock into a certain sound set, or certain set of plugins, some of that can be good for sort of signature and comfort and ease of use and quickness, but stuff starts to sound old really quick. It's one of the reasons, again, like talking about laser beams, like, all right, we're using laser beams. Fuck a crash cymbal.
Yeah.
And so it's like, one of the reasons I like working and collaborating with people is like, cool, I'm just going to get rid of my assumptions. I have plenty of knowledge and plenty of things that I can solve problems, but trying to get out of that. So one of the reasons I don't organize, and maybe it's a bit of a cop out. I mean, you see I have some organization, but is I just don't want to get stuck in the same stuff over and over. How do you guys go about sound selection for your productions, especially when you're trying to be creative but also stay within the theme you have in your head? Well, there's two. I'll separate that into two different questions. Sound selection for production, is that during songwriting, or is that sound selection for production after the song is written? Because there's basically two very distinct parts of the process, some of which we did together actually, so they overlap for us. But oftentimes, write a song, you get a day, or maybe you get 2 days, or maybe you work for a whole week. But the idea is we're trying to get songs, and songs are generally written with a production energy, like we've showed.
Yeah.
But that can't be labored over. If you know, you've probably been in sessions.
But that's the shit that's fun, that was so good about working together. I'm pretty sure I left She's Like Me the session, and I went home, and I was like, and I listened to the bounce you gave me, and I was like, this is so ass. I was like, this just sounds ass. But just because I was like super used to people just doing all production in session, which then I actually found out it's like the last way I want to work. Really? Yeah. Yeah, because if you're working and so much on production in a session, it feels like it locks it down. Interesting. And it doesn't feel like there's room to maneuver. Whereas if you start with like a set of sounds, it's like it's got all the room to grow. Yeah. And that's a wonderful and more precise, and which then allows you to sound select better later on in the production process.
I would say it's different for different genres as well. Yeah. Where certain kinds of records, like you need, you know, like hip hop or R&B, a lot of things like that, where you really need, you're usually writing to complete beats. Like you're writing to, a producer has made a full instrumental, and maybe you don't even get stems, you just get it, and you're just writing songs over, like, you know, we've had on streams Baines and Tizio and these guys, like when Baines is working with Young Thug, they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of beats, from Metro Boomin all the way down to folks like me who send him stuff, and they're just going through beats quickly, and then they just cut vocals, and that's the song. Then when it's time to mix, they'll get the stems. But for us, sometimes we'll play to like an idea that's a track, but oftentimes it's from scratch. And depending on the artist and depending on the style, spending a huge amount of time on production, if it's to the detriment of focusing on the song and getting the vocal great, is usually a bad idea. Because what you really need is a great song and a great vocal. Now, you need something to set that song up. Maybe it's just chords, maybe it's a full production, but it's something I made mistakes early on in my career, especially because I came from being more of a producer. When I got into like, okay, we have a song, we're meeting at noon, and by 7 we need a song. I didn't know how to do that. I knew how to do it, but I didn't know how to do it in that time constraint. So I had to learn, I don't need to find the perfect snare sound. What I need to do is get a song. Yeah. And set it up so that everybody in the room is excited. It's one of the reasons I moved to Ableton too. It's because Ableton, you can just keep it going, keep it looping, and add stuff and try stuff. But with Pro Tools and Logic, I think is similar. You have to stop the loop or stop the beat in order to add a track or to record something. Yeah. So I learned that sound selection is something that you got to do really quickly when you're trying to be creative. You're trying to move fast and not think, trying to go on instinct and on emotion. But then after the fact, it's a whole spectrum of things. Like when I'm finishing productions, sometimes I'll labor over a snare sound. But what I really like to do when after the fact is I'll just spend like 2 hours on a song, and all I do is throw a million ideas. Not trying to throw the perfect thing. I'm going to play a keyboard part. Cool. Play another keyboard part. Mute that. Layer another thing. Mute that. Sing a bunch of background vocals. Mute that. Try a bunch of drum fills, a bunch of sounds. Maybe keep them in, maybe mute them. Then come back maybe do a bounce at the end of the day, but then come back the next day and be the editor. So I try to separate being creative from being editor, editing, which is impossible in a songwriting session because you kind of need to do both. Yeah. But in production, I find that really valuable. So sound selection becomes much more like, I don't know, getting a bunch of crayons and making crazy shit, or like finger painting or something. Like it becomes a free act, but then you get to come back the next day and decide what you liked from it. It's also what I like about co-producing stuff too, or like when you've sent me a bunch of stems, I think I told you, it's like, do everything on it.
Yeah, we did like 1 hour of me just like headphones on in the back of the room, adding shit, and then sent it over. I'm pretty sure you were adding shit as well.
Yeah.
And then I sent it over to you. I bounced it out, and then it was just like editing. And then in that moment, once you've got your editing brain on, it's so easy to take away. It's like you just add all the shit, and then it's like, oh, okay, I've used like laser beams here, and here, but now that I'm hearing it fully and in context, I think it only really needs them here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the thing to be careful about is to not try and be the editor when you're doing the creative stuff.
Yeah.
To save the editor brain for after the fact. That seems to be the best way for me anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see, any other questions in here? Yeah, he's just like me for real. Indeed.
Is it as fun playing it live as when you're singing it into the mic? Yes. In a different way, but yes.
Yeah, you've been.
I mean, when we're in the studio and when we're recording vocals, it's heat. It's like I'm like tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm not dancing around the room, but I am jumping slightly, even though trying to get the best vocal possible. But yeah,
you're
especially doing gang vocals.
Yeah, I was just say when you're, I hate the idea of a scratch vocal. I think every vocal should be at 100%. But it's obviously hard to do that all the time.
You say that all the time.
I know. It's like
I'll send you like a bounce, and you're like, ugh.
You send me a bounce. It's like you can sing this better. Like there's no reason not to go.
But with my housemate sleeping, I can't put my belt into it.
There would be nothing better for your housemate to say in 10 years than, man, those hit songs, they were written in my house.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker woke me up singing the vocals, and I hated it.
This is true.
But
this is true.
Now he gives me tickets to Wembley, so
yeah,
it's all good. And he's a great dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing should stop. Nothing should stop a great vocal.
Bruh.
Just buy him a nice bottle of whatever.
Bottle of vocals.
All right, that's pretty good. Anything else we want to cover on this? Anything else that people in the chat want to ask? Did a good hour. I want to show the little intro because initially I had made a whole version of the song with the C78, which is everybody kind of knows these sounds. It's a particular old drum machine. I don't think this was a loop. I mean, it's MIDI, but Ableton has cool MIDI stuff. But yeah, just trying to make, and there's a shaker here that may not be in the rest of the song, but this little intro starts out like this. Oh, you can see all these instruments on this bus, including the synth and the little shaker, and the drums have a slowly filtered.
She's like me in the best and worst ways.
Yeah, and that where's that guitar? That guitar I think is the same track. Yeah, it's the same track as this crazy. I think I just noodled at the beginning. It's one of those things, like, I've been doing this more and more too, where as soon as I'm ready, I was like, okay, cool, I want to add a bass to it. Let me find like a synth bass or something. I'll get the plugin up, and before I touch the note, I hit record, because you just don't know. That first instinct is just cool. So this is my first instinct with this track, which is this. I was just like, oh, something. Literally, it was just like that little noodle, and I was like, that's cool. It was me just, I think, trying to find the note. But so many things happen that way. I remember talking to, do you know the song Broccoli by Drum?
Yeah,
Blink, 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 blink. So, the Roger, who's the co-producer and keyboard guy, he did Sicko Mode, the like, but he's like the keyboard dude and producer. He said that when they did that song, they were about to leave for the day. I think he was with Drum, because he was Drum's keyboard player, and they're about to leave for the day, and the guy, the beatmaker, producer, the three of them, and then Drum was like, oh, Yachty's about to come through. And they were like literally hooking things back up. And that plink, plink, plink was him testing the keyboard to see if it worked. To like, because they plug things back in. And it's like, cool, let's just go with it. He's going to be here soon.
Yeah.
First instinct. There are like hundreds of stories like that of just that first instinct has an energy to it. First vocal take. That's why no scratch vocals. Because that first vocal take
can have
so much of the time is it. Yeah. So yeah, there's that little intro. All right, what would you recommend for a beginner using a software like Ableton? What do you mean, what would I recommend? What would I recommend you make lots of stuff with Ableton. That's what I recommend. Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
What happens if the first vocal take sucks balls? You don't use it. That's the beautiful thing about being in the studio is that, and I say this all the time, like, let's take risks because nothing has to leave this room. So let's make it so the voice breaks. Let's make it so whatever. Like, let's just go.
Added permitted
term sucks balls. Okay. So much of the studio is about trying to expand outside of what you're used to. And so if the first vocal take sucks balls, you do a second one.
My advice for using DAW is just make hella shit as well.
Yeah.
Just make stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The main thing that almost everybody in the world gets wrong about everything, and I know that's a crazy way to start a sentence, but I think the thing that almost everybody gets wrong about everything is that the way to learn, the number one way to learn anything is to do it a lot. Mm-hmm. People are always reading, trying to calculate what's the best strategy, how do you hack it, what's the shortcut, what's the secret, what's the 10 tips to make your mix this, here's the get the perfect snare drum, here's how to get the girl, here's
10,000 hours, reps.
Just reps.
Reps.
Just make more stuff. Make more things. Like you watch that Ed Sheeran songwriter documentary, it's like, how do you get good at writing songs? He wrote 2 or 3 songs a day for 10 years.
It's reps.
That's so many songs, full songs. Most of them are terrible. He talks about that shit too. It's like, you got to just make so much stuff. So my advice to someone starting out with a DAW like Ableton, make so much stuff. Record yourself singing. Make stuff that's fun and silly and dumb and you think nobody will like, but you're having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Like just make fun shit.
Yeah.
Do things. It's like I heard somebody say one time, like, if you're not someone who reads a lot, how do you become a reader? Well, don't start with the really important hard books. Start with some shit that's fun to read and just be a person who reads. Be a person who makes beats. They don't have to sound as good as the best producers or write songs. They don't have to be as good as the best songwriters. They're not going to be. Just start making stuff and make as much stuff as you can and then make more stuff. And then money? I don't know what happens after that. I think you just make stuff. It took me like 16 years of making stuff before I made any money. So, it takes time. You just got to do it. Love of the game, as they say.
Yeah.
Any other thing on there? Recommend advice. Yeah. Make stuff. Make good stuff. Make bad stuff. Make stuff. I think we can end on that.
Fuck yeah.
My friend.
My
Maybe once we get off here, we'll work on some production. What do you got to do? We have more songs to work on.
Nothing to do. And I'm low-key jet-lagged AF.
You're low-key jet-lagged out from Barcelona?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was sick. It
was really nice?
Yeah.
See the fam do the thing?
I did the thing.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was 6 a.m. every day, though.
Winter?
So I'm kind of tired.
What? Why?
The festival runs from 6 p.m.
Oh, you're
to 6
Primavera.
a.m. Yeah, so I was
Primavera and you saw family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did your little bro come to Primavera with you?
No, but I saw my little bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's up next.
He is up next. My little bro's up next.
He's up next. He's talented. Yeah. Shout out. What's his name?
Nick Sale.
Nick Sale.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out Nick Sale. Cool. Well, maybe we'll get to work now. We got more songs to produce. Thanks for tuning in. This will be up on the video on demand. Hopefully, Twitch doesn't ban us for him vaping briefly.
Forgive me.
He's of age. And then it'll be up on YouTube in the next couple of days. We may have to get a dispensation from AWOL, who distributed this song. So, because otherwise we'll get a copyright claim on YouTube. I'll talk to your manager.
Cool,
we'll figure it
please.
out. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you, Marty, for being here.
Appreciate it. That was really fun.
Yeah, super fun. We'll do it again for the next one.
Subscribe, like and
subscribe. Smash that, smash
notification
that.
bell.
Smash that, you know what I'm saying?
And
thank you guys. See you soon.
it.